Just touch the thing.
Okay, I see you now.
Hold on a second. We're on leave. Okay.
Mr. Dale, if you can see us, it might be about as good as it gets. In fact, I think I've lost you.
My sinus is involved in that. Stuff's coming off the trees. And I call it a leak. I'll tell you the best of my wife. My wife's accused me.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear Commissioner Farley. Well,
Yeah, Commissioner Farley, did you hear me?
I heard you then.
Thank you, sir. That was a chore to get here tonight.
Okay. And I lost Commissioner Reeves, Dale Reeves.
This is Commissioner Logan. You hear me now?
Sir?
This is Commissioner Logan. You hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right.
Commissioner, I believe, let's see. Let's see. What we got here? Commissioner, Chairman, I left my list of folks on who's on which committee back at the office.
Mayor, the only one missing is Commissioner Dale Reeves. The other 5 of us are here.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, and Dale was just on. Is he coming back, I assume?
I think he's trying.
I'm looking. I don't see anybody trying to get on just right now.
All right. We'll go ahead and get started if it's all right with you, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
All right. First thing on the agenda is Budget Amendment 131. If you'll explain it, sir.
I will. Let's see. If this is a Public Works budget amendment, I believe Mr. Dowdy he's on your screen now. Let him go over it.
Good evening, gentlemen. This amendment is to purchase extra equipment at the Public Works. We've got 2 20-year-old link-built excavators that are just about shot, and what we're trying to do is replace both of them, and so we're requesting to move this out of our fund balance into our equipment account.
Do I have any questions?
Commissioner Powers, here I move we accept the budget amendment as proposed.
Anybody like to second that?
It's Commissioner Logan. I second it.
Chairman, this needs to be a roll call vote.
Yes, sir. I figured.
You want me
Go
to?
ahead. I'm not
Go ahead.
doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm
All
not doing it.
right. Commissioner Farley? Commissioner
Yes.
Farley? Yes. All right. Commissioner Logan?
Yes.
Commissioner Sills?
Yes.
Commissioner Powers?
Yes.
Commissioner Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all passes. Everyone's in favor of the motion. Motion passes.
Thank you, sir. Next thing is the Airport Board.
Yes, sir. You've got in front of you let me bring it up. You've got two nominees, Mr. Bob Meager and Mr. Mark Dickens. Both of them are members or tenants at our airport. We have two open slots, and these are gentlemen that bring credentials from the airlines industry into it, as well as some business acumen. And we're trying to fill that out and get a more proactive board out there. At some point in time, I may be coming back to you to ask to expand that board from 5 to a larger number so we can get a little bit more active and spread the duties around a little bit. But I'd like to put these names in nomination for the county commission.
This is Commissioner Sills. I move we approve. Commissioner Walker, I'll second that.
Roll
Okay.
call, Mayor.
Yes, sir. Commissioner Farley,
Yes.
Commissioner Logan,
Yes.
Commissioner Sills,
Yes.
Commissioner Powers,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all in favor, none opposed.
Thank you, sir. The next two things are just discussions, and I'll let you go ahead and bring them up in whatever order.
Okay. The first one and this one is what I'd like to do, and I need some feedback from y'all as to which way to go. Rusty Bliss has just been made our airport manager, and the attitude at the airport amongst the tenants and also folks who are flying in has improved quite a bit. They're trying to make some improvements out there. They've done some maintenance. I don't know if any of y'all were able to see a little video we put out a month, 2 months back where they removed some large hangar doors and did some repairs on their own. But they're trying to take care of the place out there, and there's some upgrades that need to be done. There's a gentleman out there, Mr. David, I can't think of David's last name right now, but it'll come to him in a minute. But he's been with us for a while. He's mechanically inclined, and I'd like to move him to a full-time status, and so that I have somebody out there to work with Rusty improving this. Now, the plan on this is I would need about $10,000 in this year's budget. It looks like our sales and fuel have improved significantly to the point where it makes sense to do it. And then next year, when we put a budget together, we will reduce a part-time salary portion to an equal amount so it offsets it. So it would basically be the same amount as we have this year. The idea on this is to get some improvements going. We've got two large general hangars. Both of them have need of repairs. Both of them have some insulation that need removed. We've got an old office building, Quonset hut type thing that needs to be torn out and repaired. And I think by going about it this way, that we'll have somebody there all the time who will be able to work on these projects in addition to grass cutting, working with tenants as they come in, and basically spreading the labor around a little bit better and a little bit more. It'll be there more often and a little bit so everybody knows it'll be there all the time. Anyway, that's what I'd like to do. I don't have a budget in front of you, but I'd like some feedback as to whether there's what your thoughts are. Like to move on it, but if I need to hold off, I can definitely get some more information for you.
Is this where we keep Fayette County 1 at?
This is where we keep Fayette County 1 at. I'm sure somebody's Fayette County 1's, not anybody Fayette County government, but yeah, I'm sure it's Fayette County, somebody's out there.
I don't see any problem with it. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, especially if the income is up to cover it. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Well, the income, now this may be a one-off fluke and it may have something to do with the pandemic, but our sales of fuel have rebounded to the place where we were about 6 or 7 years ago. And so I think there's a whole new attitude, and the word's getting out. It's a place that folks want to come visit and will buy fuel from. And I look for good things, and I'd like to have a really nice airport, and I think there's a chance to make it happen if we go this route.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
when did you think you'll be able to give us a budget so we can look at that as well before, if you want to look into it, that's fine, but, will you give us a budget before we make a decision on it?
Yes, sir. I'll mock up something. I'll get some numbers a little bit more. I've got some generic numbers. Like I said, it's going to take over a year's time. It'd be about 18,000, but in this year's budget is somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 11,000. And I've got that amount of money in a budget. But to answer your question, I should have something to give budget tomorrow night. And if y'all think I need to wait until, because I'm sure this will be the last meeting we have in this year. We need to wait to January. We can do that.
Well, now, me myself, I think that we need to go ahead and allow you to go ahead and get that done, because if we're gonna get the airport up and keep it up out there, that's where people's gonna be coming back and forth in there, and I think it'd be a good idea.
Okay. I plan on having that information for budget tomorrow night to at least show where the money's coming from and where it's going.
So to bring it to budget for a meeting tomorrow night, you would have to have some sort of motion tonight.
Sir?
To bring it before budget tomorrow night, you would need some sort of motion tonight, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Logan, did you present that in the form of a motion?
Yes.
Commissioner Powers here. I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. I believe it's a roll call vote. Mr. Dale's here now too.
Okay. 1 second. All right. Commissioner Farley,
Yes.
Commissioner Logan,
Yes.
Commissioner Sills,
Yes.
Commissioner Powers,
Yes.
Commissioner Bill Walker,
Yes.
Commissioner Dale Reeves.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, all in favor, none opposed.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see. The last thing is, this is strictly for discussion, but I want to let you know where we're going. If you talk to any of the courthouse officials and probably some other folks who are using our VoIP system, the voice over internet that we installed a few years back, the internet, the base internet has to be of a quality where it actually works. And we're having issues at the courthouse. We've talked with the sheriff's staff out here, Mr. Garcia and Mr. Mike Tillman, who basically organized the sheriff's office and the courts, where they've been able to bring internet out here using a microwave point-to-point system. Long story short, they think they can put that together and provide internet access at the courthouse for much more reasonable cost than we've been proposed from Comcast and AT&T thus far. There's nothing to do tonight. They're going to be getting budget numbers together. This is probably a several month process, but I wanted to let you know what we're going toward. And if you get any calls from any courthouse officials or any other officials or even residents, because if you're calling in, sometimes the phone quality isn't what it should be. I want to let you know what we're doing. We're also trying to get some numbers from AT&T to give you an idea of what we're being proposed. Currently, we're paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $350 to $500 a month for internet access up there. To get the quality that we need, Comcast is throwing us somewhere in the neighborhood of a $2,000 a month cost. And that just is a lot more than I'm willing or want to pay, let me put it that way. So we think we can bring this in and provide as good a quality with a much lower price, but there's a couple of month process on putting this together. I just want to let you know where we are on that. And Mr. Chairman, one last thing I need to at least let you know about is that this month we will have on the County Commission agenda the Public Works Board replacement. Currently they have a position open. It's in the Williston South down to, I believe it's Williston, Moscow down to LaGrange area of the county. They'll represent them on the road board. And nomination will have to come from the floor of the commission and will be voted on by the commission.
Thank you, sir. Any other business?
No.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Unanimous vote. Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care.